wanted to burp in that whole time.
You were burping all the rehearsal.
I know.
Surely you're done now.
I had one of my favorite sandwiches in the whole world at Sub Center in West Louisville. So if you had one, I'm dry-mouthed, and I think that's also Nourse. By God, there's a lot of you.
Are you trying to impress your fellow city clones?
I'm trying to impress my parents, yes.
Okay, so you graduated high school, and your parents said, "We want you to be a lawyer," and you're like, "Well, I want to see you dance."
You know what? It would have been such a better story if it was. But
is your mother Asian though?
Yeah, she's Asian. It's awesome for college applications. We ride that surfboard for as long as that.
Get the scholarships. No, I just mean my ex-boyfriend's mother was Asian. It was a lot of like, how dare you? And she's in San Francisco. Like, how dare you perform to be a doctor?
Asian is a very broad term because there's like Asian and then there's Filipino. Which is its own kind of brand of wonderful, as indicated by the enthusiasm here.
So did you feel growing up, were you like, I want to see the Filipinos in television where people like me?
No. I mean, look, I look so white. but I have to say, my Filipino background is one of my favorite things about myself, because I had this sort of obsession with always trying to be weird and different. In high school, I think where a lot of people were trying to be normal, I was obsessed with not wanting to be like everybody else, and so.
Why is that? Why?
I don't know, it was just like, life's too short, I just don't want to be boring, you know, like I wore weird pants that I wore like, pants that I would find out were like women's pants from thrift stores, and
You found out by accident?
No, it was by accident. No, but like I wore like crazy pants and weird shirts and stuff. I just like being weird. I don't know, that was just sort of my deal then.
You're saying being Filipino helped you be like, I don't fit into the mainstream?
No, that was the cultural way. There was my high school sort of, I guess, limited rebellion, just being strange, and then there was the actual stuff that I had, which was being Filipino, and I loved that, it kind of included me in this community of people that, people come to me all the time and go, hey, you're Filipino. It's cool. It's cool to be a part of like any culture. I mean, it doesn't matter where you come from. You meet other people that have the same culture as you, and it's really exciting. The Filipinos are sort of famous for having a lot of great entertainers and great singers and performers. So it's cool to be kind of in that club. My mom loves to sing. She's a great singer, and definitely got that from her. And even though my dad said, I told you this earlier about the thing about people with pitch, but even though my dad says, Dad, you say you can't sing, but like you can, obviously. You're not a singer, but you have a good ear. And
well, tell them about the pitch story.
So this is a little, I guess, hypothesis? No, it's just a theory I have, I should say. So when in a room, it's the office party, right? The office birthday party. 50% of the room, well, here's what's gonna happen. So someone's gonna go, happy birthday. 50% of the room is gonna go, to you. The other 50% is gonna go, to you. And that first 50% who sang in the same relative key as it started aren't like musicians, aren't singers, they usually say, oh, no, I'm tone deaf, I can't sing. But they have this sort of inbuilt ability to stay on pitch, and they tend to do this all the time, whether, at church or during Christmas, holiday singing, people just stay on pitch. My dad has that, and so does my mom, and so that's where I think the music thing comes from.
Yeah, so they're not necessarily musicians, but they gave you the genes.
Yeah, I think it's genetic. I truly think it's genetic. I'd be curious if any of you are neurologists out there or geneticists out there. I'd love to hear what the sort of science is about.
Contact me with Darren Criss.
Yes, I'd love to know. It's fascinating. Filipinos, yeah.
Back to Filipino. Do you have any crazy Filipinos too? Like my friend Alec Mapa's Filipino, and
he's crazy. He is a pure example of just crazy Filipino.
But he had his parents. He said he saw The Exorcist when he was a kid, and he was so terrified, and tried to get comfort from his father, and his father was like, that really happened to your grandma Bertha. We knew it was a good, not so cold.
So anyway, I have similar stories to that, but I don't want to throw my mother under the bus. She would be so embarrassed.
She's so far away, she can't even hear you.
Let me preface that I have had my whole life wonderful, supportive parents that didn't say be a lawyer. They said do what you want, be supportive, and I'm so lucky to have that. Thank you guys. Like that's sort of the difference. It's the difference between not doing what I do and doing it. It's crazy. So that went hugely a long way, obviously. But my mom, because of her very Catholic Filipino background, I won't say what, Mom, I don't want to embarrass you, but there were times in church where she would say similar things to that would just scare the living hell out of me.
Because Filipinos believe in like gnomes, like a lot of like mystical creatures, right? That's what Alex told me. Alex was like,
I would say that my mom doesn't believe in like hocus pocus, but also is superstitious. It's this weird sort of paradox. So, okay, here's a fun story that's kind of cute, Mom. I'm not gonna make you sound evil or anything. So my mom has this thing. Maybe she's gotten rid of it. We both grown up together a lot in the past couple of years. And I don't think my mom would have ever gone to see Hedwig, 15 years ago. But now she loves it, which is wild to me. So we've come a long way. But there was a point when I was a teenager where, like, my mom has this thing about dragons. Doesn't like dragons. They're like a bad omen. They're not cool to have around the house. And I remember having this little sort of metal dragon figurine that I got at some garage sale. I just thought it was cool. And I remember it like disappeared. And I think it's because my mom thought it was kind of a bad omen. But the weird thing about my mom's standards is that I grew up, and we both grew up on loving Pete's Dragon, which is fine because it's cartoon and it sings and it's friendly. But it's kind of like this faceless, nameless metal structure. It's like, oh, it's not singing. I don't want it to be in the house. But they're both dragons. That's a cute story about my mom.
Do you want to pop the man? Too mean. Okay, so you talk about being Filipino, Catholic. You have not covered being Jewish, so it's about time we do that.
Okay.
So if you would.